Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Monster Train 2. There has been a free update to Monster Train 2 adding in a whole new clan. It's an old clan, it's from the previous game, but it's new to this game. And there's also been a DLC as well that adds a whole new clan, and it's actually a new clan this time around, along with a new game mode, the Rift Station. So there's a lot of new content added to the game. A little bit of spoilers, let's jump into it. I guess we don't actually see them here? No, here it is. It's the Railforged is the DLC clan, and the Wurmkin returns for Monster Train 1 as a free update. Oh boy! Now I have even more victory combinations until I unlock everything in the game. Ha! 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 Although this still says it's only 180. So I guess the card frame is only the base set of clans, not the new ones, which is fair. Let's jump into some Monster Train. I'm happy to do it. I think for our first run here, no, that's not the dimension. I've been doing that a lot, I suppose. We're gonna depart, new run. We're gonna play on Covenant 10 because why the hell not? I think that we should play as the Wurmkin and the Railforged. Let's learn about both of these clans at the same time. You know, we'll start with the Railforged as the primary. We get, Herzl is our champion, that's right, you know, lore stuff happening in the game. There's new cards at play. The charged echo mechanic for Monster Train 1 returns for the Wurmkin. There's minor changes to the cards. Additionally, I know that the charged echo works in the Pyre room as well, so that's something to pay attention to. We'll read the cards once we jump into the match here though, but let's just do it. Do we want random Pyre heart? Why don't we take, maybe something that might be a little bit better for us, like extra energy. I don't know if we're gonna have expensive cards. Yeah, let's take extra energy if we need it, because we don't know what the energy base of these cards is gonna be. Let's do it. Let's depart. Covenant 10. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And welcome, Ash and Ran. Chat. Hope you're having a good day, although it seems like you're having a bad day because you were arguing with your friends. Well, you know what? If your friends don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bonk, Echo Transfer, and Shard Soul Carver are our starting cards. We are fighting. I'm gonna be going a little bit slower today because I haven't played this in a while. Sap Seraph, with cards that we have to play to sap ourselves. Pyre Hunter is our first boss. Spikes Cherub is our second boss. And you're the sap guy. Fair enough. Let's accept these cards. Look at the artifacts. Let me adjust my chair. The first time each turn you target a friendly unit with a spell, non-move effects also hit other friendly units on the floor. Okay, I mean immediately with things like Echo Transfer, that seems real good. We even started with 2 Echo Transfers. And Smith allows us to hit maybe our allied units with this card. That seems fantastic. In case Divinity is also pretty good at the start of battle, the top floor gains 1 charged echo that cannot be removed. So if you've never seen the Wurmkin cards have a cost, usually, related to the charged echo, which is a currency for the floor. Echo Transfer, for instance, extract 2, you have to have 2 charged echoes on a floor to play the card, and this gives you 1 permanently for the floor that cannot be removed. So anything that is extract 1, you could play an infinite number of those cards on the floor. But let's take Abyssal Prism. That seems like a little bit more of an interesting choice, especially considering the fact that we can buff our cards. And we have Herzl is our champion. Pyresmith or Blacksmith. Let's actually read some cards and see if we can't understand what's happening with this character here. So Bonk, deal 9 damage on Slay Forge. Forge. Add to your Forge points when you play a unit or equipment, spend all points and grant it bonus attack and armor for each point. Okay, so you can stockpile points and use it to buff units when you play them, or equipment. So Echo Transfer is also another way of buffing a unit by using charged echoes. So perhaps these are both buffing clans. Fracture is a starting card for the Wurmkin. It applies Reap. Reap does damage for each charged echo on a floor after combat. It's like a frostbite or a poison, but it doesn't go down. Infused just means it adds 1 charged echo when you play it. All of the starting cards have infusion. That's how the clan works. All starting cards of your other clan also have infusion. So Smith, which is Forge, apply armor 2 to the front friendly unit. So you can you play something like Smith to buff the Forge number, and then you cash it in when you play a unit. I understand, kind of. And Shard Soul Carver is another way of buffing our own units. It is a Wurmkin unit, and whenever you add echoes on the floor, all units on the floor gain... Is it all units on the floor or just you? It might just be you, gains attack and armor. Interesting. So Herzl, on the left, Pyre Speak. Cooldown 6. Add a 0 energy Pyre Shot to your hand. Pyre Shot is the Pyre immediately attacks enemy units. Oh, and he'll buff the Pyre every combat. Very interesting. So the idea here is, with a cooldown of 6, your Pyre can do damage. Our Pyre's kind of weak, so maybe not the best combination. Herzl on the right, Blacksmith. Burst and Strike. Burst is he attacks an additional time and it removes 1 stack on striking. Okay. So he has a multi-hit ability, kind of, and then when he strikes, he gains Forge, and when you equip him, he gains multi-strike for like 1 turn. Temporary multi-strike. For not even for 1 turn, for 1 action. Okay. I mean, the problem is you need to keep giving him equipment in order for him to keep buffing himself. With Consume is interesting, because that means that you could theoretically keep that card in your deck, or maybe bring it back from the discard pile with Consume, because that's actually something that the Wurmkin can do. They can bring back consumed cards. Let's go Herzl on the left. We're gonna be buffing our own units. Let's take Pyre Smith and see what happens. Temporary multi-strike doesn't seem particularly good, but his ability is called Burst. He is there to do burst damage, not to do consistent damage. So I kind of understand it. Build up charged echoes to empower Wurmkin units and spells. Echoes that exceed the maximum capacity will disappear at the end of your turn. Play infused cards to add echoes. Add to your Forge point total to strengthen your units or equipment when they are played. Click here to toggle whether your Forge points will be spent. Interesting. They'll reset every battle. When you play a unit or equipment, spend all Forge points and grant it +3 and armor 3 for each. and you can choose when to spend it. Very cool. We're going to not worry about that too much, I feel. I think we're gonna start with a very standard play here. And we'll see what's going on. Also, my background is Awoken, I suppose. Player agency! Yeah, but just remember that you have this, you know, don't accidentally not play it. So Echo Transfer is a really good card. If I play it here, it'll buff my Shield Steward's damage by 15 points, but it won't kill the units because the Reap that I just played on them, it's like a delayed damage. It does damage equal to the echoes on the floor, so if I play Echo Transfer and remove the echoes from the floor, all of a sudden they're not taking any damage. So I'm actually not even gonna play this, I'm just gonna end my turn, because I want the backline units to die, and that will kill them. So we will Fracture. I will Smith up here. I see you don't even target with it, interestingly. It just applies armor 2 to the front friendly unit. But Shard Soul Carver as a unit, this is such a complicated combination of clans to start with for like my first run in 6 months. When I play an infused card, it adds an echo to the floor. That triggers Inspire, which also gives Shard Soul Carver +3/+3. Well, +3 attack and +3 armor. So by playing this, he'll have 7 armor because he's getting 3 from the charged echo, 2 from the infusion, and I don't know where the other 2 is coming from, but somewhere, I assume. Armor, and then armor +2, and then armor +2. Let me slow it down. Armor 3, armor 2. Oh, that time it didn't double trigger it for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, because it also non-move effects also hit all other friendly units on the floor. I think Abyssal Prism made it so that it applied the armor 2 effect to multiple units, but it only triggers the front friendly unit, so it triggered twice on the front friendly unit. That doesn't seem intentional. That's fine. I don't understand it. That's okay. Let's move on. Toggy says, I missed that you could toggle it, and I thought it was useless to start with. I mean, it's still nice to have. Like, it is still, you know, damage that you can put out whenever you want. Like, I could put out a Train Steward and buff him if I really wanted to, or stack the points. I'll take it either way. Okay, we need to Echo Transfer. We need to buff the damage of our units. Let's do that. It buffed both because of Abyssal Prism. That's exactly what I wanted. That is so good. That's actually awesome. I'm going to play a single... I guess I'll... You know, am I gonna spend my points? We don't have equipment. You know what? Let's spend our points. There we go. We have 1 good Spear Steward. That seems pretty okay, actually. To be able to put out good units every once in a while. Why not? Let's do it. Probably pop the champion ability. What we're gonna do now is pop the champion ability because I can kill all of his ads with it. Honestly, that's just a nice thing to be able to do for the bosses. Like, hey, I don't like you. Can I just murder you? Can I just, like, not have to deal with you and your nonsense? Oh, I can? Thank you. I mean, honestly, this Spear Steward might kick his ass. But we Echo Transfer, because both units, all units on the floor would actually get the +15. But then we can keep buffing his armor and then also giving him the Inspire trigger. That's a pretty nice little setup that we have there. And this gives him an extra +2 armor because for some reason the doubling effect from Abyssal Prism is actually working on that ability, which is weird. Look, this is gonna take a while to get used to, okay? This seems like double support clan, but I'm okay with that because we have the prism. We can double cast a lot of our support cards that buff units. All right, new cards. Hammerfall. Deal 15x damage to an enemy unit or apply 15 plus 5x attack to a friendly unit, X cost card. So Hammerfall is damage or a buff. Spike Driver Spider. Yes, I love him. He's a 1/3/1 with burst. But here's my question. Is the 1x3 including the burst? Or does he lose his multi-strike and go down to a 1 after he attacks twice? Like, how long will this last? I don't know. And the Weldling. On resolve, apply armor equal to half of your attack to the front friendly unit. So, I immediately like both of these. As units, they're 1 pip. They can just go out and help. The Weldling, as I play Echo Transfer, he's going to gain attack, which means he'll gain armor to everyone. Well, just to the front friendly unit, I suppose. But the Spike Driver, if he keeps the multi-strike, that's such a cool unit. I want to see what happens with the burst, and maybe we can figure out what's going on with the burst. Shelter. These are Wurmkin cards. On consume, apply armor to per echo to the front friendly, or to all friendly units. So Shelter is your payoff for lots of echoes on a floor. Get 50 echoes on a floor, then all of a sudden everyone has armor 100. Bit slow, but it can help. It's also a consume card. There are consume synergies with Wurmkin. Bogfly, plus 8 attack per echo. He's another payoff card for the echo. The more you have on the floor, the more damage he does. He also has Echo Flight. He can move to a targeted location on any floor, but he has to extract in order to cast it. So you can move the Bogfly and have him overfill a floor, which I really like the idea of because that makes him a lot easier to play. It's a lot cooler. Echo Transfer, though, we already have 2 of them in the deck. This one, though, is infused, which means instead of infused extract 2, it's really extract 1. It counters it out a little bit. I have a very high priority to take infused Echo Transfer or Echo Infusion if it shows up. I'm going to take that card. Hey, they brought back the Spike Drivers. I know there's actually another Spike Driver unit in the game because I read a little bit about the clan before I started playing today, but we're not gonna, we'll hopefully find him at some point. Multi-strike, dualism, plus 20, and burst. Upgrade a unit with burst. Temporary multi-strike doesn't seem that good unless there's a way to keep gaining the burst back. Like there is on the champion, the Herzl champion, but that doesn't seem particularly amazing. I guess you could dualism it. Nope, cannot dualism the burst. You can dualism the armor on the Shard Soul Carver. The armor from, what is it called? Smith will not be doubled though, just the armor from himself. But we have multi-strike, dualism, burst, and plus 20 health. Oh look, Spike Driver Factory. An ability called Spider Assembly. Cooldown of 2, add a Spike Driver Spider to your hand, then craft it. On craft, choose 3 random upgrades to apply to the card. So this seems perfect. We can make spiders, put them on the floor with our units that get constantly buffed and keep buffing the units that we are playing. I like that. Crucible Steward is the other unit here. On Etch is when you consume a card. On Etch, deal damage equal to the unit's attack to the front enemy unit and has an ability Smelt. It smelts a card in your hand, which consumes it. Oh, and then it also gives you energy. That's I like that idea that you can take an expensive card and turn it into energy. But we got to take Spike Driver because it's just really funny. I wish we could get more crafting on this, but that's still fun. Let's see. We want to probably just dualism multi-strike the Shard Soul Carver. Do you double down on the multi-strike? I don't know, but we're gonna do this anyways. Shard Soul Carver gets multi-strike and dualism. The armor gain's gonna be really nice. Health can go on the Spike Driver Factory, I think. And if we can get a smidge stone on that, that would be nice to have. Do we want to burst for a Spike Driver? Why not? Let's see what happens. We have the money for it, exactly. Titan Skin 1. Sure, these are resolve, you become better, and you have damage shield. Put that on a draft. Burst would work really well on a draft. You're not wrong, Connie. Connie! Okay, so we want... I think we're gonna start the same. But then we'll put down a Spike Driver here. And we'll see what we can do with the spider. Let's make a spider. Create a spider. We can give it on death, give us forge points, or on strike, apply armor to the front friendly unit. Oh, you see, for some reason I thought this would give us like the shop upgrades, like plus 15 attack. It's still fine. This one on strike can apply armor forever. That seems real good. Choose between 3 random upgrades. I only had 2 choices there, so I still don't quite understand what's going on with this. But let's get even more armor. We'll make a tank on this floor. Will Smith. Yep. And turn. I need to extract and then we can buff that Spike Driver. That's the whole point of this. It literally is the whole point of this, where we can give the Spike Driver and all of the Spike Drivers so many buffs with Echo Transfer being applied to everyone on the floor. So we have another one. Let's kill you on Slay Forge. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I should have forged. You can forge the Spike Drivers. You just murdered everyone on the whole floor. That's incredible. Fantastic. It's a payoff for the forging. Oh my God. That's amazing. Okay. 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 If you have an infinitely dying and reforming unit, it is just multi-strike. That is true. Okay. So I need to... attacks 2 times, removes 1 stack on strike. What's funny is that if you have burst 1, it'll try to remove 2 stacks of it, right? Like your first attack will remove a stack of burst. That seems a little weird. It should be the second attack and on will remove a stack of burst, but maybe not. I love these little guys. They're my favorite unit for Monster Train 1. It's good though, because like we can get some good damage out by just having the Spike Driver. I mean, he's gonna be able to do most of the damage to these units, which is nice. I mean, if I Echo Transfer, I can certainly kill everything on this floor. Which means I kind of want to do it. Although what we should do is make a spider and then buff him. So let's make a spider. Okay, this one just has stats. This one has large stone. but it doesn't show it. I mean, I want this, I just can't play him anywhere. So we'll take the other one, unfortunately. I mean, when it says random upgrades, maybe it literally means random upgrades? I should have forged him. I don't know. This is a cool clan though so far. It's gonna take a little while to really understand what's going on. Okay, this floor is not really gonna be doing that much. Fair. We're gonna buff up this floor. And dude, every time he hits, even during Relentless, we're getting armor on this guy. So we could theoretically create an infinite armor generation system that makes us unkillable. I love doing that when possible. All right, we cannot play another unit, but I want to see what the spider is. Ability Boom. Extinguish Forge 2. That one seems to happen very frequently. Ability Boom, a little bit less interesting. Also, nothing really to do here. Oh, so with Abyssal Prism, we also did gain 6 Forge points because that effect was part of the doubling. Very interesting. I'm gonna Pyre Shot. Good. Dun, 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 dun. Seems like we have a good setup here so far. Equipment. Forged. Triggers when the card is upgraded with Forge. Gain armor 2 permanently for each Forge point spent. Boilerplate. That seems real good. But also we have another chance of getting the Weldling. On Resolve, apply armor. I don't think we really need that much armor. Armor has not been a problem yet. I kind of like the idea though of Boilerplate just giving a lot of burst armor. And it gives us something to spend our points on if we have no other like units that we can play. So Echo Infusion is the one that I was talking about. Echo Transfer gives you damage, Echo Infusion gives you health. Extract 1, apply plus 15 HP. Very good card. Because you want to be able to make sure that your people are living, and that's a good way of making it happen. Okay, so we've learned that burst is temporary, which is fine. It does not get affected seemingly by dualism, which is fine. But having a lot of spiders out is still really nice because we, as a 1-pip unit, it is benefiting from the plus 15 attack, plus 15 health Abyssal Prism. We are spreading out that damage quite nicely. So Smidge Stone, quick, plus 14 attack, plus 20 health. Well, this is kind of what I wanted to do with the Spike Driver Factory, then it can just make spiders behind it forever. So that is going to get the Smidge Stone, and then we're pretty much out of cash. I could make one really good Spike Driver, 15 times 5, with burst, and then more damage on top of that with the forging of it. But assuming that we forge this guy, do we want to give him health or attack? Considering forging also gives armor, I think we just want to give him a bunch of attack. One good spider. And, oh, I should have checked this. That was my bad. There's new units. Conductor Steward. Infuse. That's because of the Wormtooth. Every card pack is going to have one infused card. That's part of the Wurmkin. Burst dualism would be broken. Well, not broken, but it would just be good. On Rally, apply plus 5 and plus 5 to the summoned unit. An ability Train Whistle. Friendly units attack immediately. Okay. So he's a buffer who also can cause you to do damage. Salvage Machine. Harvest. So when an enemy unit dies, when any unit dies, it forges. And ability Scrap Harvest. Scrap metal. It's a 0-cost blight with persistent unplayable refined. What the hell does that mean? scrap metal. Can I look at the card? Scrap. Scrap metal. Refined? Okay, well, I have no idea. But here's a question, do we need it? Yeah, I mean, being able to get more forge points on harvest is not bad. It's a 1-pip unit, we can easily just kind of put it out there. We can give it health, make it a little bit tankier, put it on the floor with all the spike drivers and hopefully just have them murder everything. We can see what scrap harvest is as we play, sure. I've decided to do it. We'll take a new unit. Yeah, clearly it has something related to the whole, like, forging process, but we'll figure it out. We can get a tome. Endless, Titan Skin, Steel Guard. Ooh, cannot lose more than 15 armor per hit. That would work so well for the melee weakness Seraph, wouldn't it? Cannot lose more than 15 armor per hit. Dude, honestly, that seems pretty sweet. We have lots of armor. Let's make it even better. And Archeon, like, I'm going to hit... Sorry, let me rephrase. I'm going to have things on every floor. You're never going to hit the Pyre. Okay. So, we want to... Get away! No, we want to Shard Soul Carver, Perzel, Spike Driver. I'm going to play Salvage Machine here as well. Put a Shield Steward down. What are you gonna do? You're going on the top floor, no problem. I'd love to get an extraction. What would we prefer? Forge points, damage, or health? Because we can kind of choose. Onslay Forge. Done. Actually, there's a limit to what we can play. We cannot play Echo Transfer. So Echo Infusion is something we can play for health, or Smith for armor and forge points. I think I'm just gonna do the Echo Infusion. Let's make a spider, and we're also gonna make a scrap metal. Persistent, unplayable, refined. Cannot be discarded for any reason, and is not discarded at the end of turn. Cannot be played, but refined. Increases forge points and energy gained from smelt by 1 per stack. Smelt. Consume a card in hand, gain energy and forge points equal to its base cost. Okay. I see. So refined 3 is in the top left corner. So this is something that we can smelt and get value from it for free. I don't have any way of doing that, but we can now take a way of doing that, and then the smelting can give us free energy and free forge points. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's make a spider. This spider has 10 attack. This spider has large stone. Let's make a large stone spider. And honestly, he could probably tank for the floor for a while. Like, why not? You know what I need? I need a way of getting 7 spiders on a floor, and then we can just start buffing them all with Echo Transfers and Echo Infusions. That would be sick. I can't play anything else. That's fine. End turn. Don't flying bosses always appear on the top floor with units to start with? Yes, but I'm always questioning whether that's true with this guy, because he also prioritizes targeting floors with no units, so maybe he would do that on the boss fight too. I don't know, maybe, whatever. Echo Transfer. Can't double it up here. We could apply it here to everyone on the floor, which is not a bad idea, or we can get even more forge points. I kind of just want the forge points. I want to get serious permanent armor scaling on that card that we have in the deck, theoretically. And honestly, you're just going to come out here and die. I do not care about this Spear Steward. This whole floor in general can just go to hell. Let's give, let's... I'm not even going to Echo Transfer. I want to save the effect for doubling later, I think. So the Spike Drivers, they're just temporary burst units. Let's treat them like that. You might hit the Pyre for 5, and there might not be anything I can do about that because he went to the bottom floor. Still, let's Echo Transfer. Let's Fracture. Let's Smith. Would Armor 2 help? No. No. All right, that's fine. Let's make another spider. It's another large stone spider, which I can't really use. But I can put it out and blow it up, I guess. There you go. We harvest and we gained forge points. I'll take it. I guess I could nuke the floor and do 45 damage to everything. It's not a lot, so it doesn't seem super important. Doesn't seem important at all. So we have boilerplate. We can hold this for a little bit, I think. Funnily enough, this would apply Steel Guard to both units. That's kind of cool. Let us instead... I don't think we need scrap metal. Let us get more forge points, apply Steel Guard, put down a Shield Steward who will live. I want that Shield Steward down because we need to stop Archeon from wanting to target the bottom floor. Hey, perfect. We're taking a lot of damage. A lot of damage. But there's our Spike Driver, our good one. Let's get him out. Let's forge him. I think this is where we want to start doing that. Because this will give armor 60 plus damage 60. So I'm gonna put him here. I want the Celebrate to go off if possible. So let's just buff. Then we'll start locking in our points again. I will get even more forge points. Excellent. Things are okay. Let's kill you. Get another spider. This one just has one extra burst. This one does more damage. Let's take the one that does more damage. Oh, it's dying. Right. You know, that's fine. May have forgotten. Oh, and you know what? We took 1 damage from the card. May have forgotten about that. Wonder if the Pyre attacking the floor triggers thorns, says Connie. Good question. I don't know. So we want to Echo Transfer. We've got a good spider. He lost all of his multi-strike, though. It's unfortunate. We're not going to have time to redraw Boilerplate. So what we are going to do is, can we forge? Yes, we can. Turn on the forge points. Apply Boilerplate. I don't know why it says plus 42. But there you go. Is that now permanent 42 equipment? No, it just says permanently gain armor. Or do you... I see. Temporarily it has 42 armor and 42 armor, but it permanently has 28 armor now. Gotcha. Okay, I understand. I got it. I got it. I understand. Let's see. Does it trigger thorns? Yes. All right. Sucks, but we get it now. Rage Imp would be nice with the focus on gaining armor, says that Toggy. I don't know. Rage Imp, like, the Hellhorn would work because of the armor synergy, of course. Rage, maybe, but Rage, you usually want your units to stick around and start gaining Rage over time. I guess if you could just, like, quickly buff a bursted Spike Driver and then you don't care if it dies, then it doesn't matter if the Rage goes down every turn, but seems a little, like, not quite what you want, but... I didn't make a spider! How dare I? Well, they're all still dead anyways. Let's, I guess, give everyone armor. And by armor, I mean health. Okay. Will the Spike Driver build work? I don't know. Foundry line. Choose a card, smelt all cards except the chosen card. Railforged Spike. Infused consume forge 4x. So this is an energy payoff, probably with smelting. This is something that you can use to smelt. It also thins your deck. I mean, that's a good combo if you could have them both. Smelt a whole bunch of cards except for this and then get massive forging in. I will take, and Wurmkin etchings, there's your bring back consumed cards. But we're not really consuming too many cards. I'll take Foundry Line. And new units. First of kin. Did he get better since Monster Train 1? I don't know, but he still kind of sucks, actually. 2 energy, 3 capacity, 40-50. Good stats. Etch, plus 15 attack. Every time you consume a card, he gets stronger. Takes a while to get him running. A little bit fiddly. So we have another Train Whistle and Revenge. Armor 25 on Revenge Forge. So this guy, you just put him in the front. He gives you Forge points if he survives. Another tank might be okay, but he's a 3 capacity tank. Do we need that right now? I don't know. But because the Forge is always allowing us to play good Spike Drivers, I do see that as possibly being a good combination here. We're not consuming cards. I mean, we have a couple of consume cards, and we have one card that consumes other cards, but it itself consumes, which is Foundry Line. I kind of like the Revenge Forge. Now, energy has not been a big problem. Draw has not been a big problem. Capacity kind of is. I would like to be able to play more units that survive longer because they'll keep getting buffed from our relics. So I'm gonna go capacity. Smelt is good at dealing with scourges and blights. You know, I didn't think about that, but we are dealing with a boss that adds garbage to our deck. If we can smelt the cards out of our deck, that would be a good synergy. We can buy one trinket, we can get another Celestial Alcove event. We all know it's gonna be Richard Garfield's event. Let's go for it. Wurmkin units can be really good and interesting, but I like what we have right now. Cards and reward packs come with an upgrade. Grant more reap when you apply it. On deploy, discard and draw. I would probably take Capricious Reflection even now. That's a good card, a good relic. Reduce cooldown and apply 2x Avarice. Apply Reanimate. Consume Forge. So this is the payoff for consume all the cards in your hand except one. But then you would also, oh, you know what? You couldn't play that. Oh, you could play that to generate the Forge points, and then later you can draw something like a big unit or the armor card, boilerplate. Avarice is fun for money. You can get a lot of cash. Especially with multi-strike, reduce cooldown by X. I mean, the Avarice play, if you can consume scrap cards and then play that on your multi-strike unit, that's a lot of Avarice. Muffin Maya, welcome. Lurk away. And Arctic Mists, hello. It's tough because I want the new card, but also money. Let's take the new card. I want them both, but Perzel does have a beefy cooldown. He does, but his ability is also not the best. But let's see if we can upgrade it. Your Pyre, the Pyre is starting to scale. It's a cooldown of 4, so it becomes way more playable. And then Blacksmith is bursting him and making it so that you gain forge points and can give him more burst. I'm just gonna go for the Pyre path. I do like the idea of just being able to burst damage with the Pyre versus bursting damage with himself. -1 energy for 150 bucks. Ooh, but it's got the bell tollers. I'm still gonna do it. Theoretically, Reap can kill them if we can stack up echoes on the floor, because it's Reap 2. Yeah. So, annoying, but we can work around it. What I'm going to do, I think, is we're gonna put a lot of things on the bottom floor. Oh. I can't play my scrap minion. That's fine. Although now that I'm looking at it, let's see. Boom, on strike apply armor 4. I like that down here immediately. I think I'm going to double Reap and take the damage. Because although actually, now we can extract, which is tempting. But then you won't die. I want to stack up the echoes down here so that the Reaps can actually get kills, is what it boils down to. Because now Fracture is a kill. So let's get more Forge happening. Let's add garbage to my hand. I need to kill you. It's gonna be a slow start. We also have Pyre Shot. We can use it whenever we want. Do we want to use it here? I don't know, probably, but let's... I'm not even doing any damage now. Let's end our... It might be more important to use it next turn. Yeah, it's probably more important to use it here. Let's do that now. So you deal damage. I need a card that can deal damage. I kind of need him up on the top floor. Do we forge? We have burst, which might help us kill this minion while we draw better cards. So I'm gonna burst this driver. And then we are going to, I guess, Smith. It also gives us some echoes on the floor so we can get a echo transfer out, which we're gonna need. You guys are not a huge problem, even if I'm not gonna be able to kill you. I might just accept the cards. Especially if we draw Foundry Line, we can just dump them. But I really want to buff the damage of one of these floors. Okay, you're taking a lot of damage. I don't really want to sap myself too much. Do I want boilerplate right now? I think we can save that. This is gonna suck. We're not able to scale our damage as fast as I would like. Yeah, this might be a... Well, like, even playing the energy, what are we doing? Dumping a Calcified Ember out of our deck? I mean, honestly, I might just pass turn. Like, I think it's the best call. Almost got you low enough that the Pyre would one-shot you. It's like, I gotta stop these guys from adding more garbage. We're 2 turns away from getting another Pyre shot. But I can also get another Spike Driver. On strike, apply armor 4, another one of those. Or boom and deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. Can we deal 30 damage? No. So I might just take the armor, just so we can keep armor. Well, I can burst him out. And by burst him out, I mean forge him out. Okay, 2 of them are killed. I like that. Let's dump these. And you know what? I think I will pop this on this turn. We can maybe work one of them down. Okay, that's fine. I really do need to get that card that, like... Oh, you're a corruption asshole. I forgot about you. I need to get the card that allows me to, like, purge these. Do I want to put out a Spike Driver? I think we're gonna have so much garbage added to our deck. I think I kind of do. If we're gonna play him, we might as well play him, right? I wish I could play him here, but I have no space. No space. I'm gonna put you here. It kills a unit. We gotta stop taking so much damage from in some way. Dun, 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 dun. There's Foundry line. Okay. We have no payoff for it, but for 1 energy, I can get rid of 2 energy worth of cards. Hell yeah. Why don't we... Well, there is a payoff for it, actually. Reap 1 of them. Foundry line everything but the Shield Steward. We have 8 energy, 16 forge points. I could play him, or I could shuffle. Are we gonna be able to kill him on the next floor? I don't know. I'm just gonna play him. That increased our damage by 200. That's pretty okay. Oh, I can Pyre Shot. Hell yeah. We played a lot of spells and we gave ourselves a lot of corruption, but what else are we gonna do? He's dead. Don't play anything. Okay, this, you know, kind of working. We didn't take that much damage. Trap Shoot. Hey, I remember this card. It's a room with a room ability. Descend enemy units to the bottom floor and daze them all, but it can only be used every 3 turns. That's real funny. So you trapdoor them and then you nuke them with the champion ability once they get up there. That's amazing. I love that. Quenching Oil. Consume spell chain. Apply spell weakness and melee weakness. Full Throttle. Infuse, consume, apply burst to friendly units. I like that. Just quick damage. But Trap Shoot seems to synergize so well. We have spell chained Broken Memories. Are you kidding me? Okay, so Soul Crushing Guilt is really good. It applies daze. It only cost charged echoes. It's a really good card. Echoes of the Past is good. Apply +8 attack per echo, clear echo, so you can really buff the damage on a floor. And it can hit all units because of Abyssal Prism. Broken Memories is really nice because with Spell Chain, you can return a consumed card to your draw pile and then play it again to bring back Broken Memories. So you can keep bringing back consumed cards infinitely. We have Foundry Line, we have Railforged Spike, so theoretically we can keep bringing these cards back forever. Echoes of the Past though, like we have a damage problem, that kind of solves the damage problem. You build up echoes, you put a lot of spike drivers down, and then you just buff them all. So I like that synergy as well. I think, and this is, but Broken Memories is also infused. You get 2 infusions every time you play it. That's a good synergy. I kind of like that, honestly. Broken Memories is too good. 300 gold. It's something. Let's go for the Merchant of Arms plus Duplicator. There's something that we can duplicate to make the deck better. Exiles Diadem, -2 capacity. Echo Vault. The last spell is played again at the end of turn. The last spell is played again. Overgrowth Carapace, you get bigger. Well, we have Smidge Stone on the Spike Driver, so we can put Overgrowth Carapace on the Spike Driver, and it's only going to be 1 capacity. Echo Vault is nice. Replay a spell that you play. Get some use out of the Pyre ability, which I'm not really using that much. At the end of turn, the last spell played on the floor is played again. You won't have the doubling effect from Abyssal Prism, but still, like if you play Echo Transfer, plays it again. Now, will it extract twice? I don't know. But what if your final spell is Broken Memories? You can get another consumed card back, right? There's some things there that could be fun. And don't forget we have the trap door somewhere. Yeah, trap shoot. We don't need to play that immediately though. Echo Vault, we would like to play that immediately. So what if we deploy Echo Vault? Should have checked here in case we could have gotten it for free. We get Boiler Room instead, Stasis Crystal and Swift Steel Dagger. I mean, more energy, always a useful thing. Don't need to merge anything. We could merge -2 capacity with the crown. We did take capacity though. I mean, putting it on this guy is not a bad idea. Buy it, merge it, and then we just have 2 of them. I'm assuming this would still get the forged ability, but what if we just say no? Let's remove some cards. There are things I don't need. And then what would we duplicate? What is a good duplicated card? Really, Broken Memories is top. Dude, we need draw after this, I think. I'm starting to think though that Shard Soul Carver would be a good one because we really do need more damage. 2 of those on a floor would be a lot of damage. So if in doubt, take some damage. Draw -1. Good. Totally what we needed. Reanimate enemies and zealots. Ugh. Bosev asks, which of the new clans do you think Wurmkin would synergize with the best? I don't know. I'm kind of tunnel visioning this run right now, so I don't really have an answer. I think we want to Echo Vault mid-floor because I really want to be able to keep playing more spells on the floor of these guys, and we have to play Trap Shoot on the top floor. So let's get these fools out right now. I will also... I'm starting to realize we don't need Herzl down here. Herzl can go up at the top. But I want to keep doubling spells here. Oh, I really want to be able to double down on Echo Transfer. How can I do that? I could fracture myself. It's actually not a bad idea. Fracture, and then you can Echo Transfer yourself. It hits both units. Oh no, it won't. It reaped both units because right. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, but we can Echo Transfer and still get a second one of those. That's real funny. It would have been much better to Steel Guard the front unit. Let me reset that turn. Connie says, I forgot how good the music is. It's good music. So, yeah. We might even want to put a tank out. He's a good tank. On Revenge, he has armor. He can take the Steel Guard. We get armor on these guys, and we're going to have a lot of buffs coming out on the floor. I kind of want to buff the damage of small units in the back, though. Maybe he can go at the top, or maybe even at the bottom, where he's getting hit a lot. Bottom where he's getting hit a lot. Let's do that. So now you both get this effect. You get the Reap, though, and we'll double down on Echo Transfer. Now, will it extract again or infuse again? I'm gonna go super slow-mo. How did that work? Did it inspire? We did not gain echoes, but it did trigger inspiration, which is funny. So I'm gonna wait next turn to use Pyre Speak, but I think I'll... No, we should do it now. I don't know. I don't know. Because if I drop everyone down to the bottom floor and then hit them here, that's great, but they're all already almost dead. So, I don't know. Well, regardless, we're gonna play this. Play the Trap Shoot. I'm gonna hold Pyre Speak. We have to figure out how to also use the trapdoor ability. We have a lot of forge points, though. Maybe we can make a payoff happen. This is the turn where we do it. Okay. We're gonna get a card, send everyone to the bottom. We're gonna nuke everyone, because we also get money out of it. We're hurting, but you know, you kind of did your job. You came out, you kicked ass. That's what you do. Maybe we will put this guy here. And we'll start adding scrap to our hand, and then we'll buff everyone's HP. And I can... I don't want to double up on that, I think. I think we'll double up on... Well, we'll not even double. I'm just going to play that. I'll kill you. Which is just going to trigger one of your extra lives. No, it did kill you. It did kill you. We do not have nearly enough damage, I'm realizing. I mean, I knew that going into this, but I really don't have as much damage as I need, do I? I wish I could draw one card on this turn right now. Okay, but I can kill you. I can... stop you from hitting the Pyre. I can bring a card back. Okay. Pyre's gonna take some hits. Not much, a little hit. I want my payoff cards. We need energy and draw. We're suffering here from the lack of draw from the trial. But we have Pyre shot back, which is interesting. So we should definitely play it. Wipe this floor. You know, if we played nothing else, that would get played again on the Echo Vault. So Echo Vault, Broken Memories, we can get double Pyre shot every turn. That's lovely. That's lovely. Also, it seems like we didn't get Broken Memories twice, but we'll see how that plays out in a second. We're gonna play a Spike Driver. Also Infusion. Oh, it did. It brought Steel Guard back again, didn't it? Yes, it did. Fair. I don't want this card. So I'm not gonna play it. As weird as that is. We're just gonna play... What spell did I play? You know what? Don't play anything up there, I suppose. We'll play it here. There you go. End turn. We get a second free Pyre shot. That's a good combo. That's a cool combo. Finally, we can make more Spike Drivers. Let me put you up here. Extinguish Forge 2 ability boom. These are not as cool of upgrades as I thought they would be on the Spike Drivers, but you know, they're still fine. It's something. Might as well... well, I don't want to get sapped. Let's just Pyre shot. And then we will add Scrap Metal to our hand. And we will bring it back. And bring it back. I'll hit you with some Reap. We haven't even gone through our deck yet. That's how slow this has been. You're taking 600 damage. That's going to improve. All right, you're dead. And you know, if I wanted to, I could just bring back double Pyre shot. And also, Broken Memories. I forgot about that. We had a lot of burst on the spiders. Man, I just miss them being multi-strike. But I get you gotta work for it a little bit more here. Steel Guard, don't need it. Sacrifice Spell Chain Forge 5. Sacrifice, kill a friendly unit to play Disassemble. Mass Production, consume Spell Chain, create a copy of a non-champion unit, equipment, or room card in hand and apply -1. Copy a unit, equipment, or room card and apply -1. And we can do that twice. I like that. Copy your best card. There's something there. Our deck is so thick. Infuse, Extract, Permafrost, Retreat, Daze 2. Honestly, just having a 0-cost Daze is quite nice. Consume Spell Chain, Reap, and Root. Reap and Root. That's been buffed. Return Soul. Return a spell from your discard pile to your hand, apply Infused and Consumed. I like that. Distinct. This card cannot interact with cards that share its name. Return Soul cannot bring back Return Soul. What's funny is that I thought they did that with Broken Memories in Monster Train 1. They made it so that it can't bring back itself. Distinct should be on this one, not this one. But I guess you could go infinite if that happened, because you can make it not... Oh, because it doesn't consume. I gotcha. Well, for a zero-cost card that can thin out your deck and give you more cards to play, I like it. But Soul Crushing Guilt is just kind of too good to pass up on. The Daze is very, very good, and it's going to be probably very, very important for us later on. Yeah, I like that too much, especially if we're going up against the Titans at some point. Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic. Our units are pretty much upgraded. Forge Steward could use some, but I'm not really, he doesn't matter. The Spike Drivers are upgraded, so I think we go to the right. Removal is nice. We do not care about the Spear Stewards. Dump them. And Merchant of Magic. There's some good upgrades that I would like to have here. Remove Consume. Not necessary on Broken Memories. Actually, you want it to bring back itself. You want to be able to control that. And if we hit Foundry Line and Railforged Spike, we can actually bring both back with Broken Memories. So there's a little bit of a combo there as well. Do we want to remove Consume on Create a Copy? Well, we can bring it back with Broken Memories. Again, like that's the beauty of this card specifically, is that we can bring anything that we want back. Honestly, Permafrost on that one seems good, so we can hold it for a good doubling and also get energy value out of it. A bonk? Sure. Username says, I'm glad the new factions synergize with each other. A little bit, yeah. -1. Free cards are really nice. Let's make Foundry Line free. And again, I want this stuff to be consumed, because then we can bring it back. What's funny is that if you play Foundry Line and Railforged Spike, you can bring back Broken Memories, but it wouldn't hit Bonk and Machinist Tome. Or it could hit them, which is not what you want. Still, that's a good combo that gives you a lot of Forge that you can then do something with, hopefully. Let's re-roll. We have another Spell Chain. Spell Chain on Echo Transfer is nice. I was really hoping for a holdover, but I'll take a Spell Chain. Extract 6 might be hard to play. Well, it's actually Extract 2 on Soul Crushing Guilt. Again, holdover is what we want there. But Spell Chain on Echo Transfer, that's a lot of free damage. We need the damage. I think that's a good one. Holy Stone, heal your Pyre. You know, sure, maybe we can get a really good Railforged Spike play out of this. Gain Consume. I don't care about gaining Consume on cards. Magic Power doesn't really matter. Let's remove another card. I think I would like to remove a Fracture. And let's move on. Spike Boss. Spike 6. Spike is gonna be tough to deal with because we don't really have a sweep. What we do have is theoretically a way of gaining infinite Pyre Speaks with Echo Vaults and being able to bring it back via Broken Memories. So that's a unique possible play there. So we're gonna play middle floor. We're gonna play just like we have been. Herzl I want on the top. And we're gonna be using his ability basically immediately here because we need it. Because I don't want you guys to live. So please get nuked. Thank you. Let's forge and infuse. And do it again, and do it again. I'll take the 1 damage on my curse card. I don't care about that at all. Quark, welcome. Choo-choo, I suppose. Choo-choo, mother trucker. With new clans. Okay, we could put a tanky guy in front with revenge. Oh, I hate that the spikes are gonna come out. And you're gonna add garbage to my deck? Screw you, buddy. You're too capacity heavy. Let's put you at the top. I'll put you here. Add garbage to my deck. Can I reap enough to kill these enemies? Definitely not. We'll start there. I know we have calcified embers. I'm just not gonna worry about it, hopefully. We need to get the infinite card combo set up, like, as quickly as possible. Smelt all cards except the chosen card. Well, I could get a lot of energy for no reason. 29 damage, 9 damage. I can kill him, thankfully. We also have a spike driver assembly. Let's put you up here. Make a robot. Ability boom. Or strike armor 4. Gaining armor for the rest of the run is basically, I think, too good to pass up on. He does have spikes, but he'll die. Double bonk does get me the kill that I need. Everyone's taking damage, though. It's fine. And then smelt all cards except the chosen card. The last spell played is played again. So it's just gonna be a bonk? That's fine. Let's keep this and just get rid of that. Because I wanted to get rid of that anyways. We bonked, that's fine. Gained a little bit of extra armor on that floor. We gotta keep our units alive though. It's getting a little rough. But boilerplate will get the job done. We forge it, that's a huge amount of armor, thank God. I wish I could play this. I can, hold on. Now's the time, right? Now's the time. I could double up on this, probably. We have none. Okay, well, we know what to do here. Spike driver. I gotta kill this guy. Spike driver. Do we want to end with an Echo Infusion or end with a Railforged Spike that might give us more forging? I guess when it says play again, does it play it with the same X value? I hope so. So let's try that. Buff everyone's health. Give us tons of extra forging. Forge the hell out of this. 300 armor. 116 times 2 damage. That's okay. Hopefully that... It did give us 12 forge points. Hopefully that keeps us, you know, where we need to be as far as, you know, life. And finding a way. So I could steel guard everyone. I don't even have infusion on the floor, which sucks. So makes this turn very easy. Gaining more infusions is something that's been kind of difficult for us, isn't it? Tell you what I can do. Nuke that floor. Extra burst or unextinguish forge? Give me unextinguish forge. And I'll put you here. Because I got nothing else to do. In that case, we might as well steel guard everyone. It'll do it again, but that's fine. A lot of corruption. You know what? Steel Guard does stop the corruption from actually doing more than 18 damage. That's pretty fun. Okay, and we have the synergy now. But what's going to be the payoff for the forging? Probably a spider. So, just dump this. We're going to bring back Foundry Line, Railforged Spike, and then maybe we don't even care about broken memories at that point. You know, we just accept, whatever. So let's smelt all cards except for one, and then we'll bring back a card worthy of being smelted. Or worthy of being played at a high energy cost, which is Railforged Spike. It's our only X cost card. And then we will, you know, I'm totally fine just like killing both of these guys, ending my turn. I don't need to make that enemy dazed. Oh, we actually do get to pick. See, I thought it would pick randomly because that's what it was doing before, but that's only because we had one card that it could pick. Now we can actually pick and choose. Hell yeah. I will pick Broken Memories. Now a second Broken Memories would be nice because then you could bring back 2 cards every turn instead of 1. So we have to play this to purge it. Okay. Because it doesn't, it's not when consumed, it's when played. I'm not even going to attack you. How is this turn gonna work? This turn is gonna work as follows. We're going to bring back Pyre Shot. What card are we going to keep? We are going to make a spider, but we can do that later. Do we keep Soul Crushing Guilt for when the boss is here? We can hit him a couple of times. Yeah, I could see that. I don't even know if we need Trap Shoot. Broken Memories, bring back a Pyre Shot. Broken Memories, bring back a Broken Memories. Then we will consume all cards except for... No, we have to do this on Railforged Spike. Right. Okay, in that case, why don't we keep this card around? Let's stop you from adding garbage. Smelt everything except for this. And then we forge 56 times. And we make a spider. It'll have one more burst. This is when I would love to have another boilerplate. We could get so much permanent armor on that damn thing. But now, what I can do is play this, and it'll be a 256 times 4 with 256 armor unit. I mean, that's just gonna kill the boss at that point. We also have another 50 forge points because we doubled up on that card. And the boss is dead. Look at that. Easy. Easy as pie. Well, there you go. That's what you do. It took a little bit of time to get the synergy set up, but once we have it, it's pretty nice. Okay. It is slow to burn. Spell chain, not that good. Return consumed cards into the top of your draw pile. I mean, infused consumed spell chain Wurmkin etchings is not bad. Echoes of the Past is more damage. Spell Chain effect sucks, but, you know, we would still take this card anyways. Well, the thing is we have Echo Transfers. We have 3 of them in the deck. Do we need a card that's basically Echo Transfer at this point? Or do we just want Echo Transfer? Do need more damage. We gotta thin out this deck a lot. I will... I'm gonna skip that one. Intrinsic Railforged Spike we don't really care for, I don't think. Although it does consume the card immediately. You know what? Sure. Now, do we want draw or energy? Both are problematic. I think the draw is way more important. Our deck is thick and we need to get to specific cards. We could duplicate something. Oh yeah, that's only fight 6. Duplicating Boilerplate? Multiple payoffs for the card. Duplicating Broken Memory so we can get multiple cards back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Dualism. More armor. On Forge Steward. I just don't know if it's worth the cost. Every 2 turns, make a Pyre shot. That is amazing, especially with the trap door. 145 damage Pyre. Whew. Also, why does it have so much health? Oh, because of the Railforged Spike with Holy Stone on it. We healed like 40 HP. Oh, right. Enduring Steel. Forge is permanent. That is a tempting synergy. But we'll take Pyresmith, because this Pyre is getting out of freaking control. We'll take a Broken Memories. I will probably just buff this guy as like a temporary tank. And I would like to remove a card, please. I would like to remove the Reap. Reap is not a good card really at this point, especially considering we can nuke an entire floor. Amalgams. I hate them. I mean, I'm gonna turn it on, of course. It just attacks the floor, so we can actually play this multiple times. I might want to put my units at the bottom here, just to kill the amalgams. I could also put, like, the spike drivers down, but... I mean, it's 300 damage if we double stack the Pyre with Echo Vault. That's pretty good. Do we want to do that? Honestly? Yeah. Why not? I think this is our combo. Ooh, that's a... I was not paying attention. Hold on. Oof. It's okay. We have burst. We have burst. We're gonna burst some stuff out. Oh yeah, it's also a big guy. So Pyre shot will hit the enemies because it will actually hurt them. It'll kill them. So we don't need it on the bottom, even though it is a lot of damage. Because I could get 5 energy on this turn and then big Forge. So I kind of like that. Because it should kill everything, right? Yeah. So let's get 7 energy. Then we can play some units. A lot of things will be dying down here later on. Let's put Salvage Machine down. And he's gonna tank for our other Shard Soul. Get a card in hand. We're gonna Smith. Gives us something to duplicate. We are going to make a spider. I like the idea of just it having burst, because then we can kill these units up here. And then we want to infuse, and then we can forge 16. Or make sure you die, then forge 12. And this will be doubled, so we'll get another forging out of this. Okay, I like that. Everything's dead. We took some damage on our units, but that's fine. We have 32 forge now. This is where I would like to nuke them down for 300 damage, but we're one turn shy. That's fine. That's fine. I could just daze you. That'll work, because hopefully by then we'll just trapdoor you. Calcified Ember we might want to dump. We do have 1 broken memories. What are we bringing back? Pyre Shot next turn. And then Railforged Spike as well, I think. Fuse Extract, Frozen Permafrost. We don't have to play it, but Daze 2 here would be really helpful. Because then you won't do damage when you're on this floor. Yeah. Although if I let you guys move up, I can kill you here and get more energy. I like that. I like that as well. Yes, I do. So we'll daze you. I can. Dump this. Play this just to play it. Play this to bring back Pyre Shot. We'll also bring back Railforged Spike. We'll also bring back Broken Memories. So we're not going through the deck that fast, but we have a lot of good cards. So let's make... We do have Smelting, so we will dealt it on this turn. We also have Big Spike Driver, and this seems like a good opportunity to put him out, burst him. Big Forge. One question is, do we want to do it now or later? I think we can totally do it now. Because we're going to be gaining a lot of forge points literally every turn, ideally. Yes, okay, so let's forge you out. I need to kill some units before they start moving up. In fact, if we're gonna nuke this floor every turn with Pyre Shot, maybe we play him at the top. 114 times 5, tons of armor. Yeah, let's get him out. Okay, nothing will make it through the Pyre. Beautiful. Then, I do want a Pyre Shot. What is the card that's going to be duped on this floor? Railforged Spike, yes, 100%. So, Pyre Shot. I do need to Broken Yeah, okay. So we're not going to be able to Foundry Line next turn. Every other turn we could probably get the combo going. Although Broken Memories is going to have a hard time bringing back Foundry Line. Unless I double down on Broken Memories on this floor, but I really want to double down on Railforged Spike, which I think is fine. King Boomy, welcome. I watched a playthrough of Expedition 33. Any thoughts on doing it yourself? Not really. I've mentioned this before. I'm just not really big on like the JRPG format, which Expedition 33 kind of feels like it is, and the like parrying, dodging mechanic doesn't really seem that interesting. It might be amazing, but it's not normally the type of game that I would play. Cooldown 99. I wonder if you could get that multiple times on one combat then. Okay, I need a Broken Memories. I really want to double down on the Spike because we're going to be having so much energy. So let's Broken Memories here. Bring back a Pyre Shot. I'll bring back Broken Memories. we will Foundry Line and get Railforged Spike in hand. We will play Railforged Spike. We now have 45 points. I'll make a spider. You know, actually, this works pretty well because we can play you here and you're gonna stop Pyre damage. So we kind of have a weird burst synergy here where we are able to burst out our cards. So we have another 40 forge points. Things are dying, but that's what Pyre Shot's for. I want to triple Broken Memories, so I'm gonna Pyre Shot. Everything's dying here. I don't know how. I only have 3 attacks. How? 151. 151. 151. How is everything dying up here? How? I'm gonna have to slow motion this one. Are we attacking 4 times somehow? Maybe we are actually attacking more times than I thought. You should live. I don't know why you're dying. Well, let's what card are we doubling up on? Broken Memories. So Smith. Do we want a Smith up here? For some infusions, I think I will. Steel Guard you. I'll bonk. Oh, see now it says 151. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just a bug that tends to happen sometimes. It's Foundry Line, Railforged Spike. Actually, oh crap. Do we need a Pyre Shot? Let me bring back Broken Memories real quick. No, we'll have Pyre Shot next turn. Okay, perfect. So we can bring back Railforged Spike. We're also gonna be able to make a spider. So we can get this combo every 2 turns, which is nice because that means that we can get a spider out and forge it up every 2 turns. Create a copy of a non-champion unit, equipment, or room. I want to give everything damage. Echo Transfer. I'll Infusion you. See, now we're down to one pip up there. Do I want to create a copy? I can only duplicate things in hand, and I don't have anything to duplicate. So I guess this card is going to be consumed. I could make a spider and then dupe it, but with the turn order, like the order I have to play my cards, I can't do that. So, I guess Broken Memories is giving us 2 infusions every turn, so I shouldn't worry. I want a Pyre Shot next turn. I want a Broken Memories next turn. I'm going to smelt everything that's not Railforged Spike. I'm going to play Railforged Spike. And then with 94 Forge tokens, I'm going to play another spider. I gotta press the button. Right. Bugs on launch? Never. I've seen that bug before. The game doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't handle the preview calculation correctly. You have to update it by doing something on the floor to cause it to change. So that one I've seen before. Okay, Pyre Shot, Broken Memories, Foundry Line, Railforged Spike, except we want a Pyre Shot, we want to get a spider, take a spider, huge forge, click the button, play a unit. 293! Yeah, you're gonna go here. Beautiful. It's funnier when you forget. Luckily, the game has the turn reset, which I very much appreciate. Man, a 150 damage floor wipe you get every turn is pretty good. Even every other turn, that's incredible. Trap shoot's active. Now we can daze and descend units. I would love to double up on Echo Transfer. And by double up, I mean apply to everyone. And I guess we can play it at the end of turn, but I would prefer Broken Memories to come back. So we're gonna do it again. Foundry line. Railforged spike and turn. I hope we get back. I'm gonna take mass production. I hope we get back, and by back, I mean I hope we draw, yes, the healing Railforged spike, thank you. We did not draw Boilerplate. It's still in the draw pile. Damn it. I want that card, because I really want to permanently buff it by like, I don't know, 200 armor. I guess we can wait on that. Fine. Well, let's, we're winning, we don't have to do anything on the floor. Let's make one really good final spike driver. And heal the Pyre a lot. A lot. So. Dump everything but this. And let's heal the Pyre. Now let's make a unit. And it'll be this guy who will fit. And we'll play him. And now he's a really good unit. So we can make 200 units, 300 units at will at this point, which is nice. We healed the Pyre fully. We can do that every fight. 1 HP units having a boatload of armor is pretty funny. Would not work that well if you were trying to give them the Awoken buff, -2 health, +8 attack. I forget the name of it. That one wouldn't work. Burst, friendly units, full throttle. That seems pretty good. And it normally costs 3, it currently costs 1. You know what? I'll take it. Distinct holdover returned soul. Holdover, finally. Echo, whoa, what? Equipment? Cooldown, extract, draw. Whoa. What? Monster Train does not like you drawing on the same turn that you're playing cards, because you can kind of go infinite. Can you go infinite with this? Like you have an X cost card that lowers cooldown, and then you draw cards that let you draw more cards that then let you get your infusions back, and you can keep going infinite off of this. This feels infinite-esque. Extract 3, draw 2 seems real damn good. Turn a spell from the discard to the hand, apply, infuse, and consume. I don't care about that. Let's take this one. This seems interesting. It doesn't lower the cooldown forever. It just makes it the active cooldown. There's a Red Dragon Clan card. Pyreborn Brain Spike. This is immediate cooldown. It's not permanent cooldown reduction. Tome of Contracts is permanent cooldown reduction. So if you can make this not consume and you can keep drawing this back, you can keep playing it for free, and then also reducing the cooldown of your cards, and then also getting Avarice, and like there's an infinite draw engine there. Oh yeah, Mind Cage too. But again, Mind Cage is it's a current cooldown reduction. This is a permanent cooldown reduction. Tome of Contracts. Mind Cage and Pyreborn Brain Spike are temporary current turn cooldown reductions. Awoken Spike with extra steps. Yeah, after they nerfed it too. So that's an interesting play there, potentially. All right, what do we want in this deck? What do we need? What do we need? What do we want? Merchant of Magic would be nice. Extra energy turn 1 with Boiler Room would be nice, but we're kind of, we know what we're playing, right? We're playing double Shard Soul Carver and then the ability to double down on spells. Is that what we need, or do we need the energy from Boiler Room? Because then we can immediately get the energy from killing units with Herzl. That might be a better play. Make that intrinsic. Play our rooms, which seem to be critical for the run. Yeah, I think we need the rooms. They're more critical for the run. So we're gonna deploy Boiler Room. There's another Echo Vault, which is tempting. Combine equipments. I can forge this on a unit if I want, so I think that's fine. Let's re-roll. Attack is equal to max health. Hey, 1. We can make it 1. Resolve, gain, stats. We could put that on something, but no. This isn't how we're playing. When you play 3 different kind of cards in a turn, draw. Units get an extra upgrade slot. X cost cards. And cards that cost 3 or more are permafrosted. Hold on. So, I mean, being able to hold on to the spikes is nice, but not necessary, because we bring them back once we draw Broken Memories. When you play 3 different kinds of cards in a turn, draw 1 and gain 1 energy. That could be okay. We tend to play like a unit, a spell, maybe equipment on a turn, free draw, getting through the deck faster. Yeah. We don't need units to have an extra upgrade slot, I don't think. I mean, we can't take advantage of that one anyways. We don't need permafrost. Let's re-roll. Hey, haha. Deployable energy is huge. Spells get an extra upgrade slot? Nah, can't do it. Can't do it. All right, let's re-roll then. We've already done that. All right, well, never mind. Purge cards, I guess. I'll pay for the embers. I will do that. I'm gonna remove fractures. Oh, one of them, anyways. Yeah, this seems fine. Let's do it. Big sap, but we can purge the cards. So we need Boiler Room. We need it on the bottom because this is working very well from the perspective of being able to nuke down the enemies. We want them down here. We want to be able to eventually just use this every turn. Yes. Echo Vault second floor, yes, with our units that we want to get real strong. Herzl can go on the top. Let's keep the spiders coming. You can tank. You can come back later. We'll immediately open up with the Pyre Speak and nuke the bottom. Done. Tons of energy. We have the Railforged Spike in hand. We can play it. Take the damage from this. Why not? Now, what can we do for echoing? Play this. Play this. Play this. With some damage. Do it again. Let's take This is actually a forge for 56, which is nice. And we can also play a spider on this turn. I think we want that. Well, it's a forge for 34, but I think we still want a spider. Yeah. A 103 times 4. Yeah, it's pretty good. Kind of want him in the front to just tank a whole bunch of damage, and then if he dies, because we have more spiders coming. And then we're good, end turn. We're sapped, don't matter. We have another spider, and we have 29 forge points. We could dupe the spider. Not like we really need to. It's a permafrosted card. We can wait. I mean, I will play the spider. Yeah, the whole point of having this guy is to get him out there. Copy and apply -1. I don't need a copy of the spider, so let's not do that. Let's just play one spider. It's a 102 times 5 unit, and he's infused. So we have tons of damage on this floor. Well, Smith. Smith or Echo on everyone. This is a Forge 8. We don't need help gaining Forge points, I think. Let's just give everyone health. We'll still do this. We'll still do this. We drew a card that I don't need to play because we can heal the Pyre at the end of combat regardless. You know, I just realized when we fight the Titans, we don't need to stop the Pyre damage, because the Pyre damage will get healed once we get the engine going, theoretically. That'll be fun. You'll buff units on all floors. That's annoying. This floor is all about just like surviving and tanking and giving me things that I want for a while. So I kind of just want to put the salvage machine up there and save this for another spider, which we're gonna probably wait on. We don't have a lot of forge points. We do have boilerplate, which we should probably play at some point, even with low forge points, but maybe we'll shuffle. But once we draw broken memories, it takes us so long to shuffle. Maybe we should just play it. Still's 100 armor. It's not bad. Also, Steel Guard is going to work very well for this guy. We can only take 15 damage, so it really reduces the amount of damage that we take. I like that. So yeah, let's play Salvage Machine. I will put you here. Steel Guard everyone. Did we play a spell? I don't think we did. Steel Guard everyone. Perfect. Let's dupe Boilerplate. That's the whole reason we have this. It didn't dupe it permanently, did it? I don't think so. Which one's the real one? I don't know. Let's forge. Why not? Put armor on you. Oh, we did get the smelter. Is that good? I don't know. Forge you. Or just give you 84 armor, I suppose. And let's forge this guy. Keep him alive. Why not? The whole point. Then we could full throttle. You're giving damage to everyone, but I'm gonna... You know, if this floor is fine, maybe I'll just nuke the bottom floor and be done with it. Let's... Myth. Or do we want a full throttle? Nah. Well, I mean, I can only play one more card. We want this. I should have probably played it here earlier. Everything's dying though, so I don't really care about this floor. I think I'll just nuke this floor. Oh yeah, energy. Forgot about that. Well, in that case, you're not really buffing anyone anymore. Because we only take 15 damage per hit. That's right. I forgot about that. All right, perfect. Mother of Zerg, welcome. How you doing today? This run is taking a while, but I am figuring out how to play this, this clan, these clans. I can't believe we haven't drawn Broken Memories yet. We're getting through the deck real fast. Bonk does nothing. Trapdoor needs to be played. I think this is where we get the extra energy. We want Trapdoor. We want this purged. What is this? Extract to draw. Yeah. Maybe I'll put it up here and then we can get some infusions going on up here, although we don't really do that. Yeah, we don't really do that. We want it down here. I'll put it on you. Ah, you don't give me garbage anymore. That's fine. So I'll take the Pyre damage. We might as well infuse again. Let's consume this because I don't want it. We want to consume as many cards as we can out of our deck. Mother of Zerg says, I started going to the gym as my office building that we moved into has one on the lower floors. It's very convenient. Very convenient indeed. Should I descend him to the bottom and daze him? Probably. It stops garbage being added to my deck. The whole point of this thing. But also, Pyre Shot. And now we get Pyre Shot like every turn. So let's nuke this floor. Diddling. Thank you. We will... Oh, wait, we can use the extract to draw on the current turn. Wait a minute. Return a consume spell to the top of your draw pile. I would like to get Foundry Line. And then I would like to do that again. And I would like to bring back... Weirdly enough, I think what I want is Pyre Shot. Maybe it's not so weird. Then we draw. Oh look, Pyre Shot, Foundry Line. Nuke them down. Now we have 7 energy. Then we bring back Broken Memories. We will then bring back Broken Memories, because we've got 2 of them. The rest of these cards, I'm totally fine losing. Foundry Line. Keep Railforged Spike. Double up on this one. Forge 44 times 2. And then next turn... No, this... Yeah, do this next turn, because we'll have, like, Forge points 100. End turn. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Now we can't draw, but we can do the same combo next turn. And this is actually really nice, this Echo Burn, because it helps to mitigate the fact that Broken Memories keeps drawing itself constantly. In fact, that's 4 card draw every turn that's wasted on these, which is not really much of a waste, but is taking its sweet time sometimes. I think on this turn, we're just gonna dump. We're gonna get a very, very large spider. A 316 times 3 spider. And then we will Broken Memories, Foundry Line. Why did it draw? Because we did this. That's okay, I understand. It kind of ruins my plan for next turn, but that's fine. We'll just worry about it later. That's the problem with play 3 cards draw. Sometimes it does screw you. We could have done this differently and then not had that. Well, no, we would have. Maybe we wouldn't have had that problem. I'll still bring back the spike because we can still play it. But yeah, that kind of screws things up a little bit. Oh, you know, I should have Foundry lined the 1 card that we had. That's fine. Let's just do this. Whatever, we kind of screwed it up. Oh, no, but we can bring back Foundry Line now. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Do we have a nuke available? I do, thank you. I can also draw a nuke, but I want it on this turn. So I will nuke y'all. I want to bring back 2 cards that were consumed. I want to bring back Full Throttle would be a really nice one to bring back. Just get a burst on everyone. And then I also want to bring back Pyre Shot. And I want to draw. Kill them. Let's Full Throttle here. Let's buff everyone's damage. Bring back Broken Memories. Bring back Broken Memories. Daze you. Smelt. Not this. Double it. It's not a huge doubling anymore because I'm not able to get the scrap cards because I put the equipment on the dude who was giving me the scrap cards, which was a mistake. It's fine. It's fine. Not the best, but it's okay. I could get another 10 Forge. I don't think we need it. Just play the Echo Infusion. We'll be fine. I guess what I could do is I could get the combo every turn. And this is what I should be doing. We should be Broken Memories to set up the draw to get the Foundry Line plus Spike every turn. And then we can get the Forge going every turn. That is something that we should be doing. Every turn. We'll get Foundry Line. We'll get the Spike. We will get the Broken Memory. Well, this is going to be the final stand. Let's get Soul Crushing Guilt. Let's get a Pyre Shot. And just in case things go poorly, Let's make sure we bring back 1 broken memories in case we need it. So we just added 5 cards to our draw piles. It gets real hard to get through the deck at this point. Okay, you're dead, but I'm not done. You're dead, but I'm not done with you. I guess I can bring back 2 cards. Like, Full Throttle. Another Pyre shot? Why not? Oh, I don't have enough. All right, maybe not. I got 1 Pyre shot. Still can't. Well, let's forge a spider just because we can. There you go, 240, 240 spider. I like spiders. Another free Pyre shot. I like it. No, the bot, it's dead. No, Ashen Rand, it's quote ad. You've got the words backwards. Fight the Titans. This is a fun couple of clans here. It'll be weird having them, you know, mingling with the rest of the clans, but I think it'll be easier because this is a little bit complicated with 2 new clans at the same time. Okay, Boiler Room on the bottom, Echo Vault on the middle, big units in the middle. We're gonna have Corruption, but our units will also have the protection from corruption. And I can put that on any unit I want because of the broken memories. I can put the armor, not boilerplate, Steel Guard. I can put Steel Guard on anyone I want. You, champion, tank, and then spiders. Trap Shoot's also a really good one to have. We're gonna want to play that one immediately. And Spike Driver is a really good, like, I want to save this for next turn. Spike Driver is good for bursting and forge points, so we probably don't want to play it right now until we can forge it. Nah. I don't need the damage at this moment. We can wait. You're gonna add crap. My Pyre can kick your ass, though. Look at that. But you're gonna be making everyone corrupted. You're a pain in the butt. Really just means we have to daze you whenever we can. And we can. We should put it in here. Okay, this needs to be played. This needs to be played. We don't need to play it again. It is infused, so like a little bit of extra damage could be nice, tanking some of the corruption, but it's really not necessary. It's really not. I think if anything, I might just use this now so I can get more forge. And you know, that might make it worth it playing the spider. Let's do it. It also doubles down on the effect on this floor for later, which I like. So now let's forge out a spider. It's gonna have 75 armor. It's more than good enough. We locked into the world's best draw. That's pretty good. So I will play this and play it again. Huge. I'm just gonna end turn. I guess we should play Smith. Play it up here. That worked very well. So free forge. My Pyre can beat your Pyre. My Pyre can beat all these bosses at the same time, I think. We do enough damage. So we have a unit, we have a spell, we have no equipment. So we can't get the draw. I should pay very close attention to this. In that case, here's what we need. We need to get a nuke. Thank you for the energy. That's why I brought back the spike. I still think we probably duplicate the spike because it's just so much value. We can play salvage machine. I think playing that here is nice. And honestly, the scrap ability is pretty good for giving us more forge points. I could also put it here, but I might want a spider here eventually. So we'll put you down here. And you're kind of important. Do we want a smith? Maybe. I think I will make a spider on this turn. I don't need Pyre light, like who cares? My Pyre can beat up your Pyre. We've played a spell, we played a unit. We're not gonna get anything else to play, like types of cards. Let's Echo Transfer. We can do it again. Big armor gain as well. Let's spike. Well, I want to kind of try to do this in the best way. Bring back a card. You know what? We're not going to bring the spike back next turn. So we'll end on the spike. I like that. And then we will get a spider. We'll play a spider. Yeah, I like that. Because we'll set up this turn. This turn will be the setup for all of our forging. Our mega forging. God, nuking everything immediately is so good. And we drew the other Railforged spike. That's lucky, but I'll take it. I want your scrap metal. We're gonna put this ability on someone else. Who though? We have Foundry Line as well. Do we have equipment? Yes, we have equipment, we have a spell, we have no unit, which is totally fine. Echo Burn. I guess I could draw right now. Or I could set up cards to draw. If I set up... Consume spell. Did a spider die? How did you die? Where did I put you that you died? Did I have to? You must have just taken damage, I suppose. That's fair. All right, well, in that case, let's consume this for one. No, we're gonna consume it automatically with Foundry Line. I can bring back 2 cards. I kind of want to do Broken Memories at the end of turn, but if I draw 2 cards right now, I might be... No, we want to do it next turn, so we... we want to do it next turn because we can set up the combo again next turn. Right, so don't play Echo Burn. Instead, I want to bring back... It doesn't matter what I bring back. Let's bring... back a Railforged spike. It doesn't matter which one we play. And then Broken Memories. And then dump everything. And then Forge 48, which is ×2. Yes, okay, I'm starting to figure out what we're doing here. Push you down to the bottom in Daisy, you don't get multi-strike and you lose your rage. Units are starting to die on that floor. We'll put out a spider soon, I think. Okay, then dazing you would be kind of nice. I have no echoes up here though. I can get echoes. So Broken Memories. Oh my god, I get Broken Memories multiple times, can't I? Broken Memories on Foundry Line. Then Broken Memories on Broken Memories. Then draw. Perfect. Then daze. Then Steel Guard everyone. Oh, that's so good. Then Broken Memories on Railforged Spike. And then Broken Memories and Broken Memories. And then Broken Memories on I don't even know what. We don't really have a lot of armor, but we will gain armor when I play another spider. And do it again. Broken Memories and Broken Memories. We've already played spells. We're gonna make a spider on this turn. So then we consume everything. Except for the spike. Play the spike. It's not a huge spike, but it's still worth doing. Large stone? No, we want tiny little spooters. And then we will play you up here to tank for 460 armor. I'm starting to get it, at least for the Forge build. Well, it's like Forge plus Pyre Annihilation build here, which is kind of nice. Apply Steel Guard to a friendly unit. There you go. So now this spike driver is going to live forever. So then we will bring back a Foundry Line, and we'll bring back a Broken Memories, and we'll bring back the other spike driver. I'm not doing the Broken Memories combo correctly, I feel, but that's fine. I have a ton of energy. Oh yeah, it doesn't consume these. Whatever. Shame I don't think there's a card that increases the Pyre's attack besides Pyre Light. There is. There is a card that does that. What card do we want to bring back? I've already brought back the other spike. I could bring back a Pyre Shot. Bring back a Pyre Shot. It'll be worth playing down here. Plunk! I didn't descend to you. I really should have. My bad. Let's see. What is the card? It's in here somewhere. There's Restore 2 health for each egg. Pyre Shot, the Pyre attacks immediately. There's one, I think. It might be a Monster Train 1 card. You know what? I think it's a Monster Train 1 card. I'm wrong. Never mind. It's the Concealed Cavern event where you can get like Moonshine, and you can play that for X and it'll buff the damage of your Pyre. I believe that is a card. It sounds familiar. Bring back a spike. Bring back a broken memories. Bring back a, I don't know, Pyre shot, broken memories. Boundary line. I should have played him down here, but whatever. I have energy. I'll Railforged spike as we can. Should have played this. Do I want to draw? No, I do not. I do not wish to draw. I'll make a spider next turn. I'll have like 100. Cool to have something just to make the Pyre shot build. Yeah, fair. But I do think there's an infinite with this Echo Burn in here somewhere. You would just have to find it. Nothing at the bottom floor, huh? Well, in that case, nuke. Let's buff everyone a little bit. Let's start bringing back some cards. Boundary line. Railforged spike. Then we draw. Then we broken memories. And then broken memories. And I don't really care about any of these things in my hand. So give me a Railforged spike. 7 energy. Double down on that. Let's make a spider. It's been a while. Honestly, an extra multi-strike on the spider wouldn't be that bad at this point. So everything's dead except for the top floor Dominion. All right, rude. I guess it's gonna be a little while. We have to wait for the Pyre to actually kill him. I've never played Pyre Light yet. Bone Rattler, says Connie. Plus 5 damage X times to the Pyre. Yes, that's the one. I knew it was there somewhere. I knew it was there. It was Pyre Light. I wonder if I can kill you with Persil. I don't think so. It's close. Very close. Daze you? Nuke ya. Regardless, you're dead next turn. Boundary line. Railforge. Broken. Broken. You know, at this point, I don't want to take damage. Oh, we drew a broken because of the blights. Is that good? I don't know. Let's bring back a Pyre shot. And then bring back the other broken, which was its own broken. What card do we want to return? I don't know. Pyre Light. I want to buff the Pyre and then nuke you with that. There you go. Good job, Pyre. Victory in the new clan. Both of them, I suppose. So again, the Railforged clan is the DLC. The Wurmkin is base game now. Oh my god, I forgot about new cards. I want new cards. Renovate. X energy for plus capacity. Ooh. I mean, that's just... I was gonna say it's Crucible extension on steroids, but that's now a room. But still, it's not even consume. It's just more capacity. Interesting. A new Pyre Heart. When your Pyre defeats an enemy, it permanently gains plus 5 attack. There's your synergy. There's your synergy. Nuke all the enemies. Permanent damage scaling on the Pyre. You could have this thing doing several hundred damage, probably, by the end of the game. Juggernaut! Rare X cost card. On summon, gain 30 30. So this is very much a analogous card to the Wurmkin carapace card. I forget the name of the unit. It gains +20/+20 for each capacity on the floor. No. For each echo on the floor. I think that's what it is. So this one has an energy payoff, which basically means you want to scrap to get the energy in order to pay for it. That's why there's a lot of X-cost cards here. Broken Rail. When you forge a unit or equipment, it grants +2 health for each forge point spent. That's absurd. Those spiders would have 400 HP plus 300 health if we had this relic. Metallurgy, a spell. Smelt a card in hand to apply armor 4 to all friendly units. Okay, I mean, good for getting rid of blights, scourges. And Wurmkin. Forgotten Trade. Ember Drain 2, on Revenge, gain 1. Echo. That's equipment. Ember Drain a unit, but then gain Echo on Revenge. So it costs 5 energy, but it is really good. And especially if you combo this with the champion who on... Oh, I see! Oh my god, that's incredibly strong. Like, so the units that we had where every time we inspired on a floor, they would gain like 3 attack and 6 armor, that would synergize very well with something like this. But there's a champion that does that as well. On Inspire, it like gains attack or something. Consume, apply reap to enemy units, Echo Snare. It's just a cleave attack, basically. Done Echo. 1 additional card in each draft pack will be infused. Echo Bloom. A room. Gain 4 empty Echo capacity plus 1. An ability Bloom Burst. I don't know what the ability is. Every 4 turns, gain 4 echoes. Okay, so this is for any floor where you have tons of echo capacity requirements or expenditure requirements. That's a really good room. Repeatable 4 echoes is kind of nice. Forced Contamination, extract 3, apply melee weakness 2. Meh. There's a spell, I mean, we had it. It was extract days, which is way better because you can never guarantee that the melee weakness is going to apply the way you want it to apply. You might hit him with a sweep unit that does 2 damage, or maybe the turn order doesn't work the way you want it to. You could use this in order to like guarantee a kill on an enemy, but extract 3 is a high cost. Days is just so much better because it just gets rid of the card, or rather the unit. It gets, for 1 card, you get rid of the unit for 2 turns. And then if you need it, the Pyre can kill him. Increases empty capacity by 1 on each floor. Empty echo capacity. New personal record for Pyre healing. Yep, that is true. We've mastered a bunch of cards. We got a lot of ding-dings on this page. The Railforged and the Wurmkin. Yeah, I get it. Ding, 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 ding. Forge points gain 1,200. That is kind of a lot. Highest forge points spent at once, 155. Yeah, I mean, we had a pretty good synergy here between our cards once we learned what we were doing, where we could foundry line to get rid of the scrap harvests in our hand, well, no, the scrap metal in our hand, in order to gain the energy to play the Railforged spike, which would also heal our Pyre for like 50 sometimes. Not really, but, you know, over the course of a single battle, yes. And then Broken Memories could bring back all of the consumed cards back every turn that we could use in order to keep the cycle going. Spike Driver Factory gave us reusable units that we could use that bursted, which synergizes very well with the forging. And we had The one more thing worth mentioning, which was Abyssal Prism. So anytime we buffed a unit on a floor, and we had a lot of units thanks to the spike drivers being one capacity, every time we buffed a unit, it would buff all of the units on the floor. The Shard Soul Carvers were, in the end, not really critical for the run, for the build, but they were still very nice units that would go out and declare a floor as being where I want all of my units, all my other units to be put there. Decent enough unit. No new dialogue. There's also a whole new game mode. Maybe we'll check that out next time. Were there any dimensional portal challenges? Just thought I would check. There's not. I think that's a good thing. Still, fun clans. It'll be interesting to unlock all their cards and learn new strategies with them. For now, though, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train 2.